I'm sure the Lord didn't change his mind. We just didn't have faith enough to believe. Here it is, into August, the worst month of the year for a crusade. If we'd chosen the time to come, we couldn't have chosen a worse time, humanly speaking and psychologically speaking. And yet, look what the Lord has done. The great crowds of people that have come this past week, the hundreds and thousands this past week that have found Christ, the letters, the telegrams, the telephone calls. And there wasn't one voice on our committee or team that felt that the meeting should go on. I think it was expressed by Dan Potter, Secretary of the Council of Churches, when he said this, that if the purpose of the Church of Christ is to win men to Christ, and souls are coming 3 and 4 and 5 and 600 a night, he said we cannot close the crusade. And we had to concur that we believe that it was God's will for the crusade to continue until Saturday night, August the 31st. Now, we can't get the garden any longer than that. But I'm not going to announce that it'll close then. I think it will, I'm sure it will, but I'm not going to announce it. The ice show comes in here. I think that's the next event in the garden. We may have to have meetings on ice. But I hope that all of you are going to pray as you have never prayed. Now, we need your prayers. We expect that the attendance will drop a bit in the middle of August. But we believe that God is going to be here. Like a lady I heard that called up the National Presbyterian Church in Washington, where the president attends church, and said, "Is the president going to be there this morning?" And the man that answered the phone said, "I don't know whether the president is going to be here or not, but Christ is going to be here. Christ is going to be here." What a hallowed spot Madison Square Garden has become to thousands of people that have had their lives changed during the past 12 weeks. Now tonight I want you to turn with me to Acts, the book of Acts, the 11th chapter, and the 26th verse, and the latter part of the 26th verse. The latter part of the 26th verse of the book of Acts. We read these words, "And the disciples